Hello students, I am Dr. B.K. Singh, Professor of Civil Engineering at Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College, Ghaziabad. So, in this lecture, we will be discussing various tests conducted on aggregate. Aggregate means coarse aggregate and fine aggregate. So, this is very important because about 75% of the 75% of the volume of concrete is 75% volume of concrete is made of aggregate. Okay. So, this is a very important parameter. So, so different properties, quality control, all the strength parameter or concrete properties and fresh condition, or you can say green condition and hardened condition depends on the properties of concrete. So, proper quality control is necessary and that quality control will be assured by testing. So, each and every plant, manufacturing plant, ready mix plant or even at site, we have a some local testing facilities. So, where you to test all these things. So, let us see here we have different test methods which have been given in IS 2386 part 1 to part 8. So, you have to download all these code books because in this small duration we will not be able to understand this. So, separate course is required for material testing where you can learn this thing in details. So, all these code books is very important, like, so first test is particle size and shape, that is governed by IS 2386 part 1 1963 and reaffirmed 2002. Similarly, deleterious materials and organic impurities can be tested as per IS 2386 part 2 1963, which has been reaffirmed in 2011. And third part is specific gravity, density, void, absorption and bulking. So, those things can be done in part 3. So, these IS code books is very important, and mechanical properties like we have abrasion test, impact test and compressive strength test, and all these tests can be done with the help of 2386 part 4, and that has also been reaffirmed in 2002, that code is 1963 code. And soundness measuring. So, soundness, sometimes aggregate may not be proper sound. So, in that case also we have to test that is governed by part 5. So, that thing you have to also download. Similarly, we have mortar making properties, because sand, suppose you want to make the mortar. So, mortar is made with the help of water and sand and cement. So, their properties governed by the aggregate, fine aggregate. So, there is a test. So, those test method is given in part 6, and alkali aggregate reactivity test also we have to get it done, because because many aggregate is having active silica. So, those active silica react with cement. If you have a excess of lime in cement, then permissible limit, then that alkali aggregate reaction may take place. So, for that sake we have to go for the proper testing, and that is governed by IS 2386 part 7. And petrographic examination is also very important, because what will be the nature character of the aggregate, that depends on the petrographic. So, because generally we have a different types of rock, like sedimentary rock, metamorphic rock and igneous rock. So, based on that, so for that we have to take help of geologist also. So, well established geology lab is required, and generally for a small work we may not go for graphic examination, but volume of work is more, or you want to produce good quality of concrete, and that case petrographic examination is very important. Like suppose I want to construct a dam where lots of aggregate is available, rock is available. So, that rock must be examined for suitability for concrete making. Okay. So, that thing has to be done here. Okay. So, particle size and shape, that is very important, because size we want to pack the concrete properly, okay, so that we should achieve the proper density, high density. So, if you are having the properly compacted with less voids, so that depends upon the particle size, okay, and shape of the aggregate. So, generally we have a different test related to this, that is a sieve analysis, determination of material finer than 75 micron meter, determination of flakiness index, determination of elongation index, and determination of angularity number. So, these 5 tests has been prescribed properly in IS 2386 part 1 1963, which can be reaffirmed in 2002. So, this code book also we are supposed to download from the BIS site, freely available, and we can go this proper method of testing through that. Okay. So, why it is important here? Because aggregate consists about 75, 65 to 80% up to volume of the concrete. So, if you have a concrete, how you make? We have a aggregate, coarse aggregate, it may be shape like this type of shape you may have. You may have this type of shape or size, okay. And here also we have certain size. I will show in some bigger figure. So, say this is a coarse aggregate. So, fine aggregate will be filled by here, fine aggregate will be filled in this. So, if their shape and shape is proper, then we can achieve the maximum density, so that voids will be lesser. And here suppose aggregate, fine aggregate is there. So, generally fine aggregate that needs cement paste. So, how we get the paste? So, paste we get with the help of cement or cementitious material like mineral admixture, okay. And we have a chemical admixture also, that may be about 1% chemical admixture, and then we have important is water. So, cementitious material as well as water, that will be going to make you the paste. So, those paste will be also filled here. So, okay. So, that paste that is going to make you the mortar. So, that is going to give you the proper density for the concrete, and if you have a proper density, then we have to go for this type of testing. So, let us go for and discuss the sieve analysis. For sieve analysis, we have 2 types of sieve, basically we can categorize 80 mm to 4.75 mm, that we can make with the help of a square hole or perforated plate like this, which is given here in this figure. Okay. So, because this is important, so their size is also varying, different size. We have 30 centimeter diameter or 45 centimeter diameter, it is available. Okay. 1 feet or 1.5 feet approximately diameter sieve, and for fine mesh or wire cloth you can use for lower size like 2.35, 2.36, 1.18, 600 micron meter, 300 micron meter, 150 micron meter, 75 micron meter. So, that we need a cloth. So, there generally we consider the sieve size is nothing but a square aperture, it is not a rounded one, but we have a square aperture. So, particle will pass from here. So, diameter of this one, or if you just say one size. So, the size is nothing but a square perforation is there in this case. Okay. So, for fine mesh or wire cloth is possible for taking this say for sand particles. Okay. And if you see the minimum weight for sampling, so how much sample you have to get from the site. So, say we want 63 mm and downside aggregate, maximum size of aggregate is 63 mm. So, you take about 100 kg of sample you can ask from the dispatching place. So, similarly, if you have 50 this 60 to 53, then we 100 kilogram. If it is 40 to 25, maximum size of aggregate is 40 to 25, in that case we should get at least 50 kg. If our size is 20 to 16 kg, maximum size of aggregate is 20 mm to 16 mm, that case we need minimum of 25 kg of aggregate for this test purpose. Similarly, if your size is 12.5 and downside, generally we are using for high performance concrete or high strength concrete or self compacting concrete. So, in that case minimum 12 kg of sample is required, minimum 12 kg of sample is required. And similarly, 10 mm down we can go for 6 kg, and 6.3 mm and down in minimum we should get the 3 kg. So, this is also important. So, how much we have to save for the client, that you have to decide. Okay. So, similarly, if you see here table number C, maximum weight to be retained at the compulsion of sieving. If you have all in aggregate, this type of minimum weight should retain, because it should not be more than that maximum size, maximum weight. If it is more, then what will happen? It will clog and we can't sieve it properly. So, if it is a 50 mm and if you are using a diameter of sieve 45 centimeter, then it should be 10 kg. Similarly, we have a 40 mm maximum size of aggregate sieve, then we have it should be around 8 kg. So, similarly, like this for all the size of sieve, what should be the maximum weight you can load is given here on this table. Similarly, if your size of the sieve, diameter of the sieve, you have a sieve, so they have certain diameter. So, if it is a 3300 mm diameter, in that case 50 mm is 4.5 kg should retain, and similarly this diagram has been given here, this table, that that should be the maximum size. Okay. Similarly, suppose you are using for the sand, say that case, that is a 20 centimeter diameter, that is made of wire mesh or cloth. So, that case this is the size 2.36 mm, 1.88 mm, those 200 gram, 100 gram, 75 gram, 50 gram, 40 gram and 25 gram, 75 micron meter. So, while sieving we have to sieve with different motions. So, sieving is also important. So, you can use the different motions here, so that all the particles should pass, and if it is clogging, in that case we can use the wire brush for this cloth. Not wire brush, it should be camel hair brush. So, that should not be also hard, that should be soft, so that it should not create problem. So, if lumps is there, that can be broken with the help of these things. Okay. So, this is the sieve shaker, this is a sieve shaker. So, this sieve shaker either you can do with the help of sieves and mechanically you can vibrate it and you can get it sieved, or you can use manually also. But once you are doing the manually, you have to see that we can give all the maximum type of motions like rotations. So, that all the particles should pass through the sieve. So, that is very important here. Okay. And for coarse aggregate also there is a sieve shaker, or you can do manually. So, here minimum weight of sample for sieve analysis, how much you have to take. If the maximum size of the aggregate is 63 mm, then minimum you have to take 50 kg. If it is a 50 mm size, in that case we have to take minimum 35 kg sample. If your maximum size of aggregate is 40 or 31.5, then you have to take 15 kg. So, similarly, we are having a maximum size of aggregate 25 mm. So, in that case 5 kg is important must, otherwise you will not get the proper result. Similarly, we have 20 or 16 mm, then minimum 2 kg of sample is required. So, like that, this is the minimum value. So, that you can take higher also. So, it is 2 kg, you can take a 3 kg, does not matter, but it should not be less than 2 kg. Okay. Suppose we are having a 4.75 mm. So, like this they have given certain values here. So, go for this thing. After the sieving we have to take the proper weight, and after weighing we have to calculate percentage passing, how much sample is going to pass through a particular sieve, and then we have to write here percentage passing, or you can say n% here, n% here, in the n% here. This is done on natural scale, like 0, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and x axis we have to write on log scale. So, log scale means what? So, if it is starting with 0, then it will go 10, then it will go 100, then it will go 1000, then it will go 10,000, then it will go 1 lakhs. So, like this log scale will be there. So, semi log graph we have to buy for drawing this semi log graph sheet. Okay. So, this is very important to understand. So, suppose our say I have 75 micron size here. So, 75 micron size, and say here it is 150, 300, 600, 1.8, 2.36, 4.75, and this scale is 10 here. Okay. So, these are the size we have to understood, how we have to go for that, and similarly sorry a 4.75, and after 4.75 this will become coarse aggregate, and this is your fine aggregate. Okay. And this one we can go up to 80. So, this is very important, that semi log graph you can get from the market, and I will show you one sample here. If you see the semi log graph, it looks like this. Okay. It looks like this. Okay. So, here we have written, it is written in reverse fashion. This is written in mm, 0.012, 0.012, 0.1, then 0.12, 1, 1 to 10. So, like this we have to consider the thing for the sand particles. So, here it has been sieving had been done for 10 mm and down size. Okay. So, if you see the sand here, this is the fine sand, this side is the fine sand, this is the medium sand, and this is the coarse sand, and other particle will go in gravel, means it is a coarse aggregate. So, with the help of sieve size you can get that. So, this is the standard, if the particle we want to a standard sand. So, it must having the all the size will be available here in this particular graph. Okay. So, now we will suppose we want to determine the what is the particle finer than 75 micron. So, that can be calculated here. So, that is given in the same code book IS code, and this is the second test they have given determination of material for finer than 75 micron. So, that we can calculate B minus C by B into 100, where A is the percentage of material finer than 75 micron, B is the original dry weight, and C is the dry weight after washing. So, we have to wash it and then we have to test it properly. So, percentage finer we can calculate. There is a procedure laid down in the IS code. So, with the help of that procedure we can find out what is the 75 less than 75 micron. So, if it is less than 75 micron meter. So, what it indicate? So, that is having a particle of silt and clay. So, there is a limitation. So, if we have more silt and clay in the sand, what will happen? There will be lots of volume change in that in cement. So, even shrinkage will increase. So, silt content or clay content should be within the permissible limit, that is given in IS 456 2000 as well as IS 1343 2012. So, all this code has specified what should be the maximum value, maximum permissible limit for this deleterious material. So, that you must take care while doing the test. Okay. Now, we have another important is determination of flakiness index. So, your particles should not be flaky. So, flakiness index is defined by the flakiness index of an aggregate is the percentage by weight of particles in its whole whose least dimension thickness is less than 3/5 of their mean dimension. The test is not applicable to size smaller than 6.3 mm. So, this is the test whatever we are observing here. So, there will be metal plate here. So, this is the standard metal plate which has been cut like this. So, there will be a slot made like this, and this is the standard size 100. So, this is the marked on the gauge. This is the gauge made for flakiness index. So, here 63 to 50 mm. So, particle passing on the sieve is 63 to 50 mm. So, that we have to pass through this, and if it is not passing, then you take that one. Similarly, the particle passing through 50 to 40 mm sieve size, that we have to find through pass through this. So, their length is 90 mm and width is 27 mm. Similarly, all this size sieve is given. So, 19.50. So, this is for 40 to 25 mm, 25 20 mm, 10 to 16 mm, and last is up to 10 mm. So, these are the tests you are supposed to conduct for the determination of flakiness index. Okay. So, flakiness index similarly we can go for the determination of elongation index. So, for elongation index we have a length gauge. This is nothing but this is a length gauge. Okay. So, in length gauge, so different sizes which is written over here. So, this has been directly this figure has been taken from the IS code. So, that you can see in that IS code also. So, this is the size you are observing, this is the plan you are observing here, okay. And all these notations has been given 10, 12.5, 16, 20, 25, 40, 50. So, for that here they have given the a center distance, center to center distance is there, and if you see the crossing, this is a 14.7, this is a 20.2, this is a 25.6 So, this is 32.4 and this is 81. So, all this thing you can get through this lengthwise. So, lengthwise you have to pass this aggregate. So, you have to consider, suppose your aggregate size is passing through 10 mm and retained on 6.3 mm. So, that aggregate you have to take and you have to pass. So, how much sample we have to do? Yeah, how much sample we have to take? At least 200, minimum 200 aggregates should be there. So, you have to select all the particles, so that you should have at least 200 pieces, aggregate pieces. Okay. So, now if you see this length gauge, then we have to find the determination of angularity number. So, this is very important, because if proper angularity that affect the angularity or absence of rounding of the particles of an aggregate is its property, which is of importance because it affects the ease of handling of a mixture of aggregate and binder. For example, it affects the workability of concrete, stability of mixture that rely on the interlocking of the particles. So, if we have to find out the angularity number, and angularity number can be given with the help of this formula. So, we have 67 minus 100 W into CGA, where W is mean weight of the weight in gram of the aggregate in the cylinder, and C is the weight of water in gram required to fill the cylinder. Okay. So, here you will be taking the aggregate in this and rodding it properly, and then we are filling the water, and Ga is the specific gravity of aggregate. So, specific gravity also you have to find out, and with the help of this we can find the angularity number. So, these are the parameters that can be tested here with the help of IS codes. So, then we have deleterious materials and organic impurities. So, there is a various tests related to this deleterious material, because that is a harmful, that is not going to help in making the concrete. So, one test is determination of clay lumps, then determination of clay fine silt and fine dust by sedimentation method. Then we have determination of lightweight pieces, like we have a coal or lignite or very weathered rock. So, that also have to be determined. Then determination of soft particles. So, soft particles, some rocks are there which is very soft in nature, like weathered you can say. So, those should also be determined for understanding the deleterious material. And estimation of organic impurities is also important, because if you have a organic impurities in the sand, so that is be very harmful for your concrete. So, all this method is given in IS 2386 part 2 1963 Form 2011. So, that we have to download and go through properly for making the concrete. So, thank you very much. So, we will continue in the next lecture. Once again, whatever the properties are there, that will continue in the another lecture. Thank you.